Morning. So, Khaya. Yeah, about that. I was going to go to Idaho this weekend and try to do this, and I got to work. So, weather's coming, so I thought I would go ahead and give you guys a little something anyway. So, we'll do the best we can with what we got, and I'll talk a little bit about Alucab, the Khaya, and why I chose to go this route. So, here we go. Oh, this is a Khaya built by Alucab. So Alucab started in 2000 designing custom canopies for the off-road market in Cape Town, South Africa, quickly moving into designing solutions for the safari rental market. So they've been around for a while. They're definitely very, very unique. They now offer products worldwide for overlanding, canopies, rooftop tents, campers, and accessories. So this is a solution for people that may not want a traditional camper, but want to do something a little bit more enclosed, a little more substantial, maybe a little bit more organized than an RTT out of the back of your rig. So I'm going to go over this real quick and do the best I can with what I got. So thanks to these guys for doing the install. I wanted to get some detail shots of how these things are built. They're pretty well done, very well designed, very solid. Alucab. So to get the spare, which is an option I opted for, there's a safety catch right here and a tension latch. And we swing it open, and then it'll lock right there. I put my fire extinguisher right there so it's easy to grab when we're at camp. Is what's up? So let's go inside. So there's the back of the door. Plenty of storage, grab handles, tension latch when you're inside and want to lock yourself in. You've got 7 of these National Luna LED lights. They're touch lights. I don't know if you can really see, but the switch is backlit, so you can find it in the dark. But they've got 3 settings on white. Press and hold for red. Has to be on first. There we go. 3 settings on red. Plenty of light. Plenty of light. So threshold, we've got storage in the corners, usually garbage bags, quick to reach items, storage in the sides. These do fit the front runner wolf cases. I actually have a case here and a case here for pots and pans, plates, dishes, other things I don't need to use all the time in the kitchen. Usually we pull these front runner cases out and put them up underneath the outside table. 110 inverter. Daniel put in for me. It's actually up under here. This is where I store the beverages usually, but it's up there. I haven't had to use that yet either, but it's an option if I do. Portable toilet we use outside in the shower cube if we need it. Welcome mat. Foldable steps are awesome. I cannot say enough about those things. They work great, especially if you're short like I am. So bamboo countertops. There's actually a hole right there for the swivel table like you'd have in a camper or a boat, an RV. It fits right in there. I may or may not dig that out. But let's go ahead and pop this thing up. So there's the back platform. It opens up and you have access up to the top to the bed. So I'm going to climb up here. And there's the bed. So the mattress is 3-inch high density foam. Some people find it a little bit too firm and opt to do memory foam on top, which I did. I have a 2-inch memory foam pad on top. The mattress is 100 inches by 54 inches. For those of you wanting to try to plan out bedding, it's a little bit of an odd size. We use an REI sleep system up here, which I believe is a queen, between a queen and a full. The nice thing about this is it's like sheets, and you've got a tether, so it kind of keeps everything tightened together. Pillows can stay up here. I usually put them in the middle, and I kind of suck the sides in a little bit to make folding down the top a little bit easier. It's easier to bring in the sides when you don't have everything stuffed outside there. Ceiling, quilted. It's insulated. Another light, pockets, watches, sunglasses, wallets, whatever. The fabric. I'll talk about this fabric a little bit. This stuff looks like it's the same as what I had on my Howling Moon. See, it's sunny out here. It does not come through the tent. It's 400 grain, waterproof, breathable, lightproof. I had my Howling Moon for 10 years outside in the Pacific Northwest, and it never got damp inside. Never had condensation issues, never had mold issues. It's good stuff. It is not like the stuff you would see in a nylon tent. So let's move this thing out of the way. And now you've got about 8 feet to stand up in here if you're that tall. Plenty of room. Now this is a 4-person camper. The 2-person camper, the primary difference is right here. Instead of having it flat for crossways seating, you'd have a table up here. So you'd have a sink and a stove. I didn't think cooking in here was going to be something I'd do much. It's just too small. Condensation and mess and everything, I just know. So for the added space of the 4-person and having the crosswise seating, I thought that was the way to go, and it works out really good for 2 people, possibly a family with 2 small kids. Reason being is that this is where your cushions get stored, because there would be a cushion right here, and you would put cushions in here, and your feet would be in there. And then during the day when you're traveling, all the cushions would be stuffed in there. Well, that takes up space that I want to use. So this is pantry space for me. No cushions, they stay at home. Don't use them. There's storage here with a lip so things don't slide out. Shower's in there. It doesn't really take up any space. It's just right there. So I keep the table I was talking about, and the arm is in there. Camp chairs are in here, easy to grab. And out of the way. The shelf up here, and maybe has 2 inches of space. I keep that there. These little pockets are nice. You got 12-volt USB ports plus cigarette lighters and spots. Usually keep our headlamps and stuff in here, stuff we want to grab at night if we need it. Sometimes I'll put my car keys or whatever when I'm camping. Both sides. Charge your phone. Nice to have. Side storage. Front runner LED lights, fan. Store whatever you want in there. These are actually for the front runner chairs that I didn't get, because I store my chairs up here. This side, we usually have our bread, hamburger buns, things like that. Keep them from getting squished. This cover has a lock. And the National Luna Legacy 60 fridge. It's a dual zone fridge. Stainless steel, aluminum, does not have cold spots. It's very even cooling. A wonderful fridge, and it's quiet. I don't know if you guys can hear this. It's almost inaudible to the ear. When you've got to live in a confined space with a 12-volt fridge, it's nice not to hear it. The latches, this is just like your fridge at home. It's vacuum shut. You don't need the latches unless you're traveling, which is nice. You're not having to close it and latch it every time to make sure it's sealed, like some of them. And being dual zone, there's a freezer, double deep, baskets, and the fridge. I cleaned it out. Usually there's stuff in here. Oh. LED light's a nice touch, especially at night. I just like how quiet it is. So this is a 60. This is about the biggest fridge you're going to fit in a Khaya. I should probably post measurements in the comments for those of you trying to figure out what size fridge to put in. I keep my camp stove in front of the fridge out of the way. And this would be where your water tank, hot water heater tank, and battery is. And it's going to be dark, but trust me, the battery's down there in the bottom, below the tank. And then the hot water heater, which is an aqueous boiler rather. So they want you to run your engine, not just run on solar when you're trying to heat up the water, which makes sense. It draws a lot of power. But it's nice to have hot water when you're out. We don't use it that often, but it's there. And you got a little bit of side clearance for stashing little things here and there. Oh, those would be the tension rods for the back. If you want to put out the shaded cover for the back window. I think I've used it once. So you'll notice on this that the struts, they're on the outside of the tent fabric, so they're away from the condensation from breathing, but they're inside the shell of the tent. So they're out of the weather, which is the best place to have them be. And everything is flanged. You're never going to get water running into this tent. Everything is flanged. Grip tape on top for standing on. Handle, and all these hinges on these doors are all sealed. Keeps the rain from dripping down the hinge when you have the cabinet open. So everything is just very well done. Excuse the ash. There's a little bit of a fire going on. So everything is ashy. I'll show you some of the details of this thing too. And again, big shout out to Selkirk Off-Road in Sandpoint, Idaho for the install. Great job. Spare tire carrier. I mean, just everything is just top notch in how it's built. This is gray water. This is from your sink. I never use the sink, but that's where it would go. This is a freshwater tap. It's gravity fed. Don't have to rely on a pump. There is a pump inside for the sink, and it also works for the shower. But yeah, Expedition Essentials propane carrier. Very nice. I also have the 3T PAM inside the truck. Probably, well, it is the best in my opinion. Accessory mount for your Tacoma. It fits solid. I've got my mobile radio on top. Mount for my pad. 12 volt right there, so you don't have cords all over the place. And no holes in my dash, except for the plastic trim piece. That's the only thing that goes through and bolts to the frame of the radio. So it don't move. It does not move. Front runner rack with the Alucab wood box and jerry can holders. I'll go over that later. The table, another tension latch. It slides out on rails, very fast and easy to set up. Brush deflector, 270-degree shadow on. This is your water fill for your tank, 20-gallon water tank inside. I have yet to go through that yet. And there's a shot of those hinges. I'll open that up. No water gets inside. Rubber seals, flanges, and gaskets. So, while I'm here, the prep table slides on those two tabs with another one of those safety catches, and again a light. Comes out, slides on these rails. Very convenient for doing lunches. Very convenient for food prep when you're camped too, when you're making dinner. Duck board. That's for the shower cube. Again, it sits on carpeted rails, does not rattle. And where is it? Yeah, more of those guys. So, actually, I'll just go ahead and do it. Since I'm going to do the shower cube next, Full. Full. There's your shower cube. Duckboard. With rubber mat. I don't know if you can see, but every single one has a hole, drain hole. So it all comes out. Shower cube. This is really slick. This is the next generation that they did. It's a little bit faster to set up than the first. Pop the cover off. You've got 2 arms. It's literally this easy. Swing it out, and it locks. Swing it out, and it locks. There's your shower. That fast. And then the duckboard goes down here, and you just attach the hooks to the straps, and you've got your platform. So it keeps the curtain square, so it's not blowing in the wind. It gives you a good clean platform to stand on, so you're not getting your feet in the mud. And then the shower right here just pulls out. And you loop it around and hang it, and you're good. That's the hot water heater switch right here. Again, it has to be running for that to work. It just draws too much current for the solar. But we don't use it much. It does get hot. It does work well. So, bathroom bin. Everybody's going to do a different thing with their setup. This is just how I pack it. So we do the bathroom here because it makes sense to have it next to the shower and where we put the porta potty or the little camping toilet when we're out. And then you got your door right here, so if you want to have a duffel bag full of clothes or whatever, you're right there where everything's at. Let's see, mechanical cabinet. This is where all the dirt goes. I just keep the easy to reach stuff that I may or may not need. Most of the time, snatch block, soft shackles, strap, well, it's kinetic, recovery strap, propane hoses, some basic hand tools that I run across I use. This is the diesel heater by Plan R. It's a 2K heater, diesel heater, 3-gallon tank. I've got about six or seven nights on this guy, and I'm just about down to here. So again, it's about 1/4 gallon a night, and it's a 3-gallon tank. C-TAC controller, no-co charger for the 110 if I want to plug into shore power. It's right there if I'm not running solar. Kind of an improvised molly panels. I just kind of, you can put whatever you want to it. So, the shadow awning. This thing is slick. The neighbors are out. That's okay. So, if you haven't used one of these before, this is great. So I would recommend pulling the straps down from the bottom. Reason being, they're a lot easier to throw in when you're done when you pack up. Just lay them out. Just like that. From the bottom. And boom. We're out. Now I like to put this tension bar up. I gotta put the camera down. I like to put that little tension bar up before I fully extend the awning and anchor it, just to make it easier. And that clip right there. So, the shadow awning. This thing is slick. The neighbors are out. That's okay. So, if you haven't used one of these before, this is great. So I would recommend pulling these straps down from the bottom. Reason being, they're a lot easier to throw in when you're done when you pack up. Just lay them out. Just like that. From the bottom. And boom. We're out. Now I like to put this tension bar up. And I gotta put the camera down. I like to put that little tension bar up before I fully extend the awning and anchor it, just to make it easier. And that clip right there. And we're in. So I've got a drip reel right here and Velcro across the back of this arm. That's for a gutter, so you don't get the rainwater coming down the back of your tent and down your door. The door does open up from the top, so you're not gonna get water in your camper, but you know, you don't want the rain dripping around the sides. And that's it. Now I've got the curtain kit as well, which I'm not gonna put up right now, but these stabilizer bars, there's one on each arm, come down in a telescope with locks, so you can steady the awning. And then there's Velcro. And then there's zippers on the sides. And the side curtains have windows and a door. And I've got pictures of that. And it goes back just as easy as it comes out. Lots of shade. And it packs away nice. Fast, easy, and quick. Shade or rain, you're covered. There's that door from the outside, the pass through. They come with all this stuff. We use it and we don't. It's nice to have. Nothing rattles, oddly enough. The off-road stuff I've done, even the off-road course at the rally, a lot of off-camber stuff, steep stuff, nothing fell out of place. That was kind of amazing. But kettle, Tupperware bins, coffee mugs, tumblers, wine glasses. There's knife storage back there. This is the Alucab stuff. I've added stuff too, and you probably will as well. Cutting board, plates are in here. They sit in like a little rubber insulated pocket. Ponji pot, it's good for chili and stew. I've got my own front runner utensil set. Alucab has their own. It's good enough. Just the front runner has more stuff in it. Hunting knives for skinning. Ice packs, paper plates, plastic spoons, all kinds of stuff. Like I said, everyone's gonna pack and load differently, but this is how I set mine up. More kitchen stuff. Jet boil for my coffee, coffee tumblers, odds and ends, spices, plastic bags, stuff like that. And the wash cabinet, so all the cleaning stuff, collapsible. Wash basins are great for doing dishes, wipe ups, gloves, garbage bags. I like Myers. And that's basically it. That's basically a Khaya. So I hope I answered some questions to some of you guys on the fence. There's not a ton of information out there, and some of it that I was finding was kind of, wasn't very consistent between all the different prototypes they had in different markets where things were delivered in different versions. So this is the latest Khaya 4 version. I just got it a couple months ago. Right now it's October 2022. Again, Selkirk Off-Road in Sandpoint, Idaho installed it for me. They also did an excellent job dialing in my suspension and getting the right tune on it to where it drives fantastic, even with the weight. And yeah, hope you enjoy. Stay tuned. I'll cover the truck in another video. It's a lot of work on that too. A lot to cover, how I got everything dialed in, some of the equipment that I use, and of course adventures along the way. So hey, get out there, be your change. I'm Chase. Have a good one.